excuse me, that I created a little bit of width to my letter. And all you have to do that is you use your straight edge, do a parallel line to one side. Okay, when it starts to curve, like I have here, then gradually come closer and closer to that line until it touches and meets. Okay, super simple. And I did that with all of my curves that I did with my A. So I'm doing that again. Any little swirls that I had with my letter A, I went ahead and made a parallel line. Well, it starts out parallel and then it comes closer and closer until it meets, okay? So you can go ahead and do that with your letter however you want, okay? The fun part starts, well, I find this incredibly fun too, but pick your design. You can just keep it. You can see that I did mine very organic and I kept that sort of leaf, the leaf illustrations going. I also, because these were common in Christian texts and that's where they started, I went ahead and did that as well in the corners. You can do that, but you can do it you can make something beautiful to you. Or if you want to make it even more personal, you can think, well, you know, I'm really into music, so I'm going to do something musical, or I'm really into soccer. You could even do some soccer balls. It doesn't really matter, but it can be personal to you. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because the design is very much up to you. And then I'm going to show you an easy way you can create this on foil. So you have to do your design first on paper. Now I've done this sort of thing in class before with different designs, not illuminated letters. So anyway, this is what you do. You're gonna want to tape foil to a couple of magazines or some, you know, books that have a little bit of cushion, not a hardback book, okay? So tape your design to that foil so it doesn't move, okay? Because you'll see why. Okay, you can use a dull pencil, or I have this paintbrush that I'm gonna use the end of, and all you have to do is you're going to press down. You don't wanna do it super duper hard on foil just because foil is fairly delicate. And you go over all the lines of your design. So I'll go ahead and do that. So one cool little story is a long time ago, I went to Italy, and I went all around Italy, but one of the places that I went to in Italy was Venice, and I got to go into St. Mark's Cathedral. Oops, I'm realizing I didn't do that line out. I'll just go ahead and do that. And anyway, it's an amazing, amazing church in Venice. So you see that I'm going over all of my lines. Now, if you forget, if you went over a line, go slower than I am, you guys. Honestly, otherwise, they're not going to be nice and straight. I'm going fast because, well, you don't want to watch me do this for ever and ever. Now, if you forget, if you did a line and you're like, oh, did I do that yet? You can always peek to see if you did, or just go over it again, like no biggie, right? So anyway, I got to go in to this church, and it has the most amazing, beautiful mosaic, tile mosaic with gold everywhere on the whole dome inside. So the ceiling of the churches is all done up in mosaic with lots of gold. So, you know, very rich church, I should say, Catholic. And then if you walk upstairs, they had and I'm guessing still have a bunch of manuscripts set out that you can just view that page that they have open to. And that's the first time that I got to see illuminated letters in person. And I'm telling you, they're so amazing, just gorgeous and real works of art. Now, if I wanted to really do an amazing job with my illuminated letter, it would probably take me weeks. I would go very slow and I would make it incredibly ornate. Now, I'm not asking that of you, unless you want to do that, of course. That's maybe you're really loving this and you really want to make it a piece that you'll spend a lot of time on, and that you might add to every day, like add a new little piece each day that pertains to you. But I'm telling you, you could probably look up that illuminated text from that Venice Church, St. Mark's Basilica online, and they might show you those illuminated texts. Okay, so I've traced these lines, and then I'm gonna really gently take this off. Now, if you have other designs, which you should, because I want you to do more designs, you can see with this one, I have a lot more going on here. Again, they were usually very ornate, meaning a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so now you can see that we have lines in our foil. Now, one thing that I'm noticing that I did wrong is I put the shiny part up. So I want, basically, we want to have it on this side because the lines pop out because we were pressing on the top. When you put your foil, if you decide to do this, put the shiny side down, so that's the side that we want to look at. So I'm pretending that this is right. You're gonna get markers. I need to grab a marker really quick. Okay, I've got Lucas's Switcheroo 12 Coloring Changes markers. And then the parts that you're coloring that you don't want to see the silver, you'll go ahead and color with marker. Now, you guys, these markers that I'm using right here are not going to work very well. Okay, and you don't want to go over the line that you created, because if I did it to where the line pops out, which is on this side, we want to see that silver line, okay? And you'll color that in. I would highly suggest using Sharpie. You guys, colored Sharpie if you have it, okay? And it ends up being absolutely gorgeous. You can then glue it on to like a piece of cardboard. So an easy way to get a piece of cardboard if you don't have any, although I'm sure most of us have Amazon boxes hanging around, and you could cut a piece to size, is a cereal box. Or the back of, if you have a drawing pad, that piece of cardboard, you can take that off, and then once you have this all colored in, you leave the lines alone. Okay, you leave the parts you want to see silver. You don't color those, obviously, and it ends up looking just absolutely beautiful, okay? Anyway, if you have any questions about illuminated letters or what to do, just shoot me an email, but I'm really excited to see your version. So the first letter of your first name or the first letter of your last name, whichever you want to do. And again, you can get inspiration online. Just look up illuminated letters. You could add the word font to it so you could see people's designs, illuminated letter designs, okay? All right, have fun. Please, please email me these. I love seeing your projects very much. And I miss you, 7th and 8th graders, and we're getting close to 8th grade graduating. I know with Immaculate, you guys, this might be your last week. I think it's your last week. Oh my goodness, I wish I could see you guys. St. Brendan's, I think you go to the 12th or whatever the end of the school year is for everyone, but I miss you too, okay? Have a great day. Bye.